guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Let's do a quick little reading wrap up of all of the books that I read in January and February. Let's just get into it. So in both months, January and February, I read 12 books each. We're going to start right at the beginning and make our way to the most recent. So the first book that I read this year was Come Out by Alexia Onyx. I rated this 5 stars. It was so beautiful. If you are looking for a book that has Tate and Violet vibes from American Horror Story, that's your book. That's your book. It was beautiful. Definitely check trigger warnings. Honestly, you should just be checking trigger warnings for any book that you read, so check trigger warnings for most books that I say. The next book that I read was Per My Last Email by Juliana Smith. And so this is like kind of like the opposite vibe. This is Jim and Pam from The Office vibes. Like it was really cute, really fast paced, and it was just cute. There's really nothing else to say. It was cute. And I rated it 4 stars. And then I read my first Frida McFadden book. Yes, I did. I read The Inmate. I rated it 3.5 stars. I remember it being good, but not great. But I've heard that I probably should have started at a different one. But I'm still very intrigued with Frida McFadden's work, so I will definitely be reading more in the future. Next book I read was The Marriage Hex by Sarah Blue. This was so cute. I rated it 5 stars. It was absolutely amazing and beautiful. It was like second chance, but like friends to almost lovers to enemies to lovers. It was so cute. It was so cute. It is a shifter romance. You just need to read it. You just need to read it. It was beautiful. And then I read an arc of First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. I'm obsessed with this book. This book, I ate it up. I rated it 5 stars. I'd rate it infinity stars if I could. It was so good. And I just loved the, like, not found family, but in a way kind of found family. And just the love that everyone had for each other. Like, it was just so wholesome. I loved it. And then I read Love Lessons by Sydney Halston, and I rated this 4.5 stars. It was really cute. It's like rival teachers that really don't like each other, and then they have a one-night stand, and then she gets pregnant. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? It was so good. I absolutely loved it. And then I read Does It Hurt by H.D. Carlton, and I rated this 4 stars. I really liked it. The plot twist didn't really shock me as much as I was hoping for, because so many people were like, the plot twist is so huge and so shocking, but like I didn't really get that. I didn't really get that. There was one small part that did shock me a little bit, but it wasn't the main plot twist, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I still had a good time. I'm still gonna read more H.D. Carlton. I read another Sydney Halston book. I read The Valentine's Hate, and I rated this 4 stars. It was really cute. It's childhood enemies to lovers. They didn't really like each other, kinda, and then now it's in the future. And they both are in the same place at the same time for different things, and yeah, it was really cute. And then I read No Harm, No Foul by Hannah Cowan. This is a quick little novella. I rated it 4.5 stars. It's really cute. It's ex's dad, accidental pregnancy. What more do you need? Honestly. It was really cute, really fast paced, and I think I read it in like an hour. Yeah, it's just a quick little novella. Then I read my arc of Obsession by Natalia LaRue. I don't read mafia romance much, but when I do, it is usually Natalia. Honestly, it is usually always Natalia, and she eats down every time. It was so good. There's one scene that I cannot even talk about because it's a spoiler, but it lives rent-free in my head. If you've read it, comment down below, and I will message you somewhere, and I'll tell you the scene, because it lives rent-free in my head. It really does. Wow. And then I started a journey. I read Mile High by Liz Tomford. And I say a journey because I tried reading this, I think, a year ago, and I DNF'd it. I just couldn't get into it. And it was mainly Xander's. I didn't like how he was portrayed. I didn't like how he was talking. I didn't like how he was thinking. Like, Did not like him. But then I was like, you know what? I want to continue the series. I want to read the first book, and I'm so glad I did. I You'll see. You'll see as we continue this video, but this series, this book, I rated this book 5 stars. I am obsessed with this series. Like I really don't know how I didn't want to finish it before. Like, who was I? What was I doing? What was I doing? Because wow. Then I went straight into the right move. Yep, 5 stars, hands down, and this is my favorite one in the series so far. I know there's one more, and it could take the spot. But Ryan Shea. Yeah, yeah. Also rated this 5 stars. Yeah, I I had to. I had to. Then you guessed it. Straight into Caught Up. Also, 5 stars. I don't know what's in these books. I really don't. Like crack? I don't know. But they are so addicting. So addicting. Like whenever I would finish one, I would immediately download the other one and start reading it. They are addicting. And then I took a little break. I had to read an arc. I read I Can Be the One by Ellie Blackburn. I rated it 4.5 stars. It was really, really cute. I read it in one sitting. It's very, very fast paced and it's not really that long. I think it's like 230 pages. And it is a kind of second chance. He used to be a hockey star. It's like childhood friends ish to lovers. Like, very cute. And then I read the entire Gallows Hill trilogy by Caitlin Taylor in one night. One night. That's Deceit, Descent, and Demise. One night. I rated Deceit and Descent 4.5 stars, and then Demise 5 stars. It was so good. The entire trilogy was so good. Just more and more kept happening, and I was just like, I need to know what's next. And then next thing I knew, it was 6 in the morning, and I finished the trilogy in one night. It was worth it, though. It was worth it. I had such a good time reading it. So, definitely check your trigger warnings for this trilogy. It is dark. And then I went into something very light and fluffy, and that is Strawberry Fields for Never by Kate Watson. It was so cute. I rated this 4 stars. She goes to this like strawberry farm field to kind of make it better in a way, and the guy that's there just doesn't want her to. And for somewhat valid reasons, but it's Grumpy Sunshine. It's so cute, and also another really quick read. It's like a little under 300 pages. I read it fairly quickly, and I had a good time. And then I went back to the Windy City, and I read Play Along. Rated this 5 stars as well. Yeah, I'm obsessed with this series. Okay, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? It was so good. It was so good. I have a feeling this entire series is going to be a 5-star series. Honestly, I have a feeling. I have a very strong feeling that every single book is going to be 5 stars. Especially because I know who book 5 is with. I love that man, and I cannot wait to read his book. I need it right now. And then I read a graphic novel. I did get sent this by Wattpad, so thank you, Wattpad. And it is The Mafia Nanny Volume 1. This was really fast-paced. Obviously, it's a short graphic novel. It was really good. I liked it. I rated it 4 stars. I cannot wait for more. Like, I need to know more. I need to know more. Like, how that ended, I need more. And I went into Deep End by Ellie Hazelwood. I rated this 5 stars. I've heard the controversy. I've heard all of the different takes. And personally, I loved it. Did I wish there was a little bit more kink-related things in it? Yes. But you also have to understand that they are in college living in like dorms, frat houses. Like they're not living in their own house or their own apartments. They're living like with people. So like it can be a little bit more difficult to do that kind of stuff and explore when you're living with people, living like I don't know. I feel like this book was amazing. It was perfect. I loved him. I want to know if you have read Deep End, who did you picture the entire time? Because for me, the second I hear tall, brunette, lanky, Swedish man, I go to Bill Skarsgård every time. And I will. And maybe that's why I liked it so much, because I love him. I love Bill Skarsgård. So maybe that's why I liked it so much, because that's who I was picturing. But I need to know who you pictured when you were reading this book. And then I went into Holding the Reins by Paisley Hope. This book had me laughing and crying and just swooning. It was so good. And to think, I only bought this book because I needed free shipping. I was ordering books from Walmart. I needed free shipping, and I said, this is a cute cover. And now it's one of my favorite books that I read in February. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I rated this 5 stars, obviously. It was so, so good. The way that grief is mentioned and mental health is mentioned is just beautiful. And I cannot wait to read book 2. It's actually staring at me over on my bookshelf. And then I read another graphic novel. It was an arc of Morgana and Oz, Volume 2. I rated that 4 stars. I had a really good time. I love Morgana and Oz. I'm not even gonna lie, I do. I cannot wait for Volume 3. I think that it's just so, it's kind of like wholesome in such a weird way, because what's happening is not very wholesome, but I love Morgana. I love Oz. I love Morgana's brother. I can't think of his name right now, but I love him too. I love everyone. Not everyone, but it was a really good time. The last book we're going to talk about is Till Cupid Do Us Part by Hannah Cowan. I rated this 4 stars. It was really, really cute. It's the next novella that comes after No Harm, No Foul, and you have to read that one to read this one. It goes in order. You have to read it. But it was really cute. I really liked it. Very spicy, and I definitely almost cried. Yeah, I definitely almost cried. But those are the books I read so far this year. I'm going to try to do a monthly reading wrap up each month, but if I don't do that, I'm going to do it like how I did this one, where it's going to be 2 months at a time, and I'll just talk about all the books from those 2 months. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. All my socials and everything will be linked down below, as always, and I will see you guys next time.